We back. Tales from the Jails here live in Power. You will say TNS Media Group is the team and the family. Hey, listen, we want to apologize to the audience for issues we had technically in regards to our live stream for the last couple of days, but we're back and we're here. And as you know, my counterpart, Mr. Brahim Jackson, and we do have a special guest today. So once again, I need you to tell them who you are so we can get back to the story if we can.
Yeah, I'm Blumberg Duda.
Okay, Blumberg Duda. Now we know that Blumberg is area in North Philadelphia, most famously known for the projects, the Blumberg projects, which the project's no longer standing, right? They tore them down, right?
Yeah, they tore them Johns down.
Yeah, the projects is down. My guy Nine Niddles down. I know my guy Nine Niddles. You know Nine Niddles down there?
Yeah, that's my folks.
Yeah, Nine Niddles, Raga, a couple other guys I know down there from down there. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we here speaking to Blumberg Duda about his time behind the prison wall through juvenile up into adult facilities. You did adult time too, right? Like in the county, right? You was in the county for a small period of time.
I was upstate road for a little bit. It was like probably like 8-9 months.
That was a nice little bit.
Yeah, it's a nice little bit. Yeah. So all right. So we can rewind a little bit because we had a bit of a lag in the actual in our production. So we apologize for that. Can we start over and talk to the people about your situation, your experiences, or your experience what led you to prison initially? I know we got into a little bit of the cops coming to the house. Can we pick up from there if we could?
All right. So you want the beginning again?
Yeah, we get the beginning. Yeah, we can start from the beginning. Yeah.
All right. So I was asleep or whatever. All right. So look, before I went to sleep, I'm gonna start from like when everything happened.
Yeah.
So whatever happened and shit. Then like how everything happened, my ID was on the scene. My man Shido was supposed to fly me out. He was supposed to fly me out and shit.
Okay.
So I wound up. He said get my ID, and I was supposed to get my ID anyway because I was gonna get my driver's license. So I got my ID and shit. Then whatever happened, and my ID was on the scene.
Okay, so a situation happened and you was ready to, like when they say fly you out, you mean you was about to leave Philadelphia and go wherever you was gonna go at?
Yeah, he was trying to show me more that was more than life.
More, yeah. And so at that particular time, before that could happen, the police came right away because you said your ID was at the scene of the crime.
The ID got the address and all that.
Oh wow. So what is this? Okay, this is
so that's how they ran in the crib.
Oh, this wasn't school ID. This was an actual state ID.
Yeah, this was
So state ID left at the scene. Police come the next day early in the morning?
No, not even the next day. It was like probably like a week later.
A week later they came.
Yeah, because I was staying out the way. A lot of shit happened. Like a lot of shit happened that week, and it just I feel like when everything when there's a lot of stuff happening, I start I distance myself.
Yeah,
because I need time to think. So I distance myself. I stay in the crib. For a little bit, for like a couple days, or however long it take. I stay in the crib and shit, and then I get my mind right, and then I come outside, because I can't come outside and my mind filled because I'm not on point no more. And that's how you start slipping. But I stayed in the crib now, and one of them days. He just ran in the crib. I'm like, feel me? I got my hands up in the air and shit. But mind you, I didn't know. I just woke up and my sister was screaming and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking she fighting her boyfriend. I'm about to go fuck him up and shit.
Yeah.
I wound up getting up. I'm like, I just jump up. Like, I'm about to go fuck him up. I come out the joint. I see the chopper and I see the cops and shit. So I'm like, oh shit.
You saw a chopper? What you mean, a helicopter?
No.
Oh, you talking about the gun?
Yeah, the yacht.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, oh shit. So
you didn't even see the cop. You just saw the gun.
I saw the chop, and then I saw the cop. So then I'm like, oh shit. So now I'm like, all right, I gotta go back out there. So I go back out there. I got my hands up and shit. Then they like, yeah, we got him. Like get on the ground. They put me in handcuffs. I'm on my stomach. I got my hands behind my back. I'm like, what y'all here for and shit? They like, I forgot what the fuck they said, bro. But then they like, get up. But mind you, my hands behind my back and all that. So I'm like, how? They all right. And they help me up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They set me on the couch. Then I'm like, they like, yeah, like, where your phone at? I got a new phone and shit. So I'm like, yeah, like my phone upstairs. I'm like, my phone upstairs. My ID was in the back of my phone case. So I'm like, yeah, like my phone upstairs. So they like, all right. They go upstairs, they grab my phone. But it's a new phone, but it's the same type of phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what y'all want? Like, what y'all here for? So they like, yeah, like, I'm like, all right. I'm like, that wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. Then they come down. I had on my drawers and shit. I had on drawers because I just woke up.
Yeah.
So I ain't had no pants on or nothing. I just had on drawers. So they had to go. I told my little sister, I'm like, yo, go get me some pants. So they like, no, like, we gonna go get the pants. And I'm like, no, you go get the pants. And they like, no. Then she was gonna listen to this, like, you know.
Yeah.
She was gonna listen to
them. She was scared.
Yeah. So they go get the pants. I'm just in my head like, yo, I hope they don't find that shit. I'm like, I fucking hope, dog. I'm just sitting right there like, damn. So then they come downstairs. They throw the pants on me. They like, I'm like, yes. They didn't see shit. But then they just bust out and just start saying everything. Yeah, we got I'm like, where y'all get that from? They like, yeah, play dumb. I'm like, I ain't playing dumb. I'm like, where y'all get that job from? I'm like, they ain't mine. So they start asking like, is it any more in the crib? But one of my folks, they had their gun license or whatever, so it was another burner in the crib, but it was licensed though, so they was cool.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn. So then they wound up taking me to the district, and then that's when everything really started for real.
All right, so you get to the district, right? And you know, you kind of had an idea what they was there for. You know,
I already knew what the fuck they was there for.
Yeah, you knew what they was there for.
I just didn't know when they was gonna come.
Mm-hmm. So like I said, you knew what you was there for. You knew, whatever supposedly had happened, or whatever the case may be. What was going through your mind, like once you get to the district? Like, you know, I know you get in front of the detectives and so forth and so on. You already heard what happens down there. You know, not talking to the cops or people who tell, so forth and so on. What was going through your mind speaking to the detectives?
My sister ain't even let me talk.
Your sister?
She ain't even let me talk. She like, cause they was trying. They like, 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 all right, this way, man. They said like, you know where this place at?
Mm-hmm.
And they showed this place. I'm like, yeah, I'm from around there. They like, you was at this place and all that. They was trying to get me. Yeah. You know how they be trying to twist their words up and shit. Yeah. So when my sister seen that, she like, oh no, they like, yeah, like you gonna talk to his lawyer. Then they try to hit us with the like, we know all the good lawyers and all that. So if y'all try to get a good lawyer, we cool with them and shit. Mm-hmm. I'm in my head like, fuck what you talking about. I'm gonna get this lawyer.
Let me ask you a question. So you mentioned your sister like, you know, a few times, right? And you said you thought that's the same sister you told her to go get the pants.
No, this my no.
Okay. All right. So this you had an older sister.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because you was a juvenile at the time.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Because maybe the audience may be confused. So your older sister was there, and I'm assuming that's your guardian. She's your guardian at the time.
Yeah. My mom passed and shit, so I started living with her. That was cool.
Yeah. And so your mom passed your older sister. And how old was she at the time? If you can speak.
I don't know.
You don't know. All right. So she your guardian at the time, and you said you were 17.
Yeah, I was 17.
And now, as you know, juveniles, when they're a certain age, you know, have to have an adult there whenever there's interrogation for a juvenile. So your sister, she heard them saying certain things, so that made her, you know, pause, like, hold up. Okay. So she was on point. Shout out to sis.
I was mad at myself that I even said something, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
What did you say to him?
I just told him like, yeah, like I'm from there. But I should have just said that shit too. I should have just said like, yeah, like
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, like I've been telling him like I don't know, but like, you know, I was gonna play dumb. But like, you know, I should have just told to my lawyer and just shut the fuck up. I shouldn't have told him, yeah, I'm from around there.
Yeah, a lot of times, you know, in these situations, people like if we hear about it, but sometimes you might get in a situation and then you may take a time or a minute to kind of just reflect and say, hey, catch yourself. So I'm assuming you caught yourself at a time and said, you know, hey, I don't have nothing to say to the police at that time. Now, you were officially charged at some point. They say they're charging you to keeping you.
Yeah.
Okay.
At first, it was just a burner though. They didn't run ballistics yet.
Now you get back to now they tell you they keeping you and they ship you to the juvenile facility. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
No bail, no nothing. You got to sit in there.
That shit was nutty. And then when I got recharged, they talking about your bail. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go to fuck home. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go to fuck home. They about to give me bail. That's the end. Like, yeah, I'm going home. I go to that joint. They talking about. I got my head down and shit. They like, yeah. They like, your bail, $1 million. I lift my head up fast as shit. I said, what? Who the fuck you think I am? Like, I was just thinking, like, who the fuck you think I am, McBell and them? I was just thinking, like, yo, why? Why is my bail that high? But then they said 10%, 100,000. But then I'm like,
that's still a bag. I would.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pay that shit. I'm like, yeah, like, we gonna pay that shit. I'm telling them, like, yeah, like, call my pop. I'm like, call my pop. I'm like, my pop gonna pay that shit. I'm like, call my pop. They like, yeah, if you pay the John, they separated the burner and the other keys. So then was like, is a burner and the John. So it's like, if I pay the bill, I'm going to the youth, because I was up State Road at this time now. So they like, if I pay that John, I'm going to the youth because I'm fighting the burner case.
Wow. So everybody know once they found the gun, they was already coming for a warrant for something else.
Yeah.
So they find a gun now. They charge you with a gun that they find, and they charge you with whatever they was coming to get you for.
Yeah, they split it up. At first it was all together though, but then they split it up, and then they gave me a deal when they put it all together. They like, look, this is what we gonna do. They give you, all right, look, because I was already hoping for the 18 to 24. I already told you, but I was getting prepared for like more time. I thought I was at least gonna get like at least 7, the highest 7 years.
So you was preparing in your mind that you probably was gonna have to do some time.
Yeah, and I was only like probably like 9 months in at this time. I'm like, all right, look, whatever they gonna throw at me, I'm like, if it's 5, I'm taking that shit.
Imagine a question: juvenile facilities, because you just been through one, and we like to kind of shed light on things that because there are some juveniles out there who are watching the show, along with some parents who have children that may be in juvenile facilities, or family members that have family members that are in the juvenile facilities. Juvenile facilities, you get to these places, and these places are designed to put you in school, try to get you on track. Now, is that always the case when you get there, or is it still a bunch of drama in these places too?
Bro, it's jail. It's always gonna be drama. It's all these badass young boys and all that. It's always gonna be drama, no matter. But you gotta think about it, bro. He did something to go to jail. Everybody is not a good person, bro. They gonna do some nut shit. They'll do some, bro. It's people, bro, that's really good people, bro. If they go in jail, bro, and they still a good person, bro, it's gonna be that one hard ass nigga.
Yeah,
they gonna be like, yeah, like, I need all that shit. They gonna take all that shit. They gonna take that shit. They gonna take all that shit. They don't give a fuck neither.
So like we heard before, one of our guests said that you turn into food in there. People turn into food. If you're a good person, sometimes you're taking advantage of in these places.
Not all good people pussy though. If you're a bitch though, but you're not trying, like, you feel me? You're not gonna protect yourself or nothing. Like, you fool, bro.
Wow. So there's a lot of kids in there who aren't. They may have a case of shooting or a murder case or whatever the case may be, but they're not really cut to be in these type of facilities to deal with the actual violence or people coming at them. But on the streets, they may be a totally different person.
Yeah.
What facility you was at now?
like as in what? I've been to 3 different places.
In the juvenile zone.
I was at Louisville.
Oh, Louisville. Where that's at again? Is it in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, but it's it's like 2.5 hours away from Philly.
Okay.
So you in the juvenile facility, as you mentioned, you said these places, they are just, it's jail. So it's like everything that may go on in a jail facility adult facility is going on in juvenile facilities. But I heard people say that it's actually sometimes worse than juvenile joints.
That should just be a burnout. Like when people ask me like, yo, where would you rather spend your time at? I either say the youth or back up state road, and they be like, for real? And I'd be like, yeah. And they'd be like, all right, out of the youth or state road, like where would you want to be? And I'd be like, state road. And they'd be like, why? Like why there? But at the same time, that shit was popping, bro.
What you mean?
That shit was popping, bro. But then it get ass after a while because you there for too long, so you get normal. But that shit was popping though when I first came. That shit was popping, bro. That shit was like, all right. They like, all right, I'm in the youth. They like, yeah, like, they don't know. All right, we go in front of this. We go in front of the judge to see if they're gonna send you up the road or whatever. And we used to do a Zoom, and we like, I'm in there with like four other motherfuckers. They like, all right, they pull me in there. So now I go in there. They like, yeah, bro. Like, we don't know if we gonna send you up there, cause like it was on the tape too. Like they like, yeah, like you 17, but you in there with like 14-year-olds and 13-year-olds and all that. So they like, yeah, like we don't know if it's safe in there for him. Like not for me, like for them. You feel what I'm saying? They don't know what I'm gonna do to them. So they saying like, all right, like, but they already like nothing happened now. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like how are they not safe and nothing happened? So then they like, all right, like, we gonna make our mind up.
Yeah.
They go over there. Like other people go over there. Now, as more and more people going over there, they like, yeah, we sending y'all up. And then it wasn't gonna be fair if I stayed and they went, so they sent me with them. But it was they came back crying and shit.
Let me ask you a question. You know, being in a juvenile facility and going through it, whatever you went through, just to talk about those things as a kid. You're 17, right? And you know Philly is rough. And how long ago was this? How many years ago was this?
This is probably 3 years ago.
So 3 years ago, of course, the murder rate, crime rate is through the roof. I
feel like it calmed down.
It's now it is 10% down now in Philadelphia. The murder rate is 10% down from what I saw. But at that time, it was kind of like at a height. Like 3 years ago, we would think we was like damn near about to break a record, I believe, for murders, or we did. I'm not sure. But do you think that our communities, for the young adults and the young guys, what do you think was the cause of all the friction that was going on with shootings, killings, all these different things? What do you think was the issue?
Not just was going on, something that's still going on.
You don't know. It's just something that just happened.
Boys is just boys, bro. Like if you bump me right now, and you'll be like, my fault, we probably start rumbling.
Why is that? Why you say that?
Because you on some nut shit.
Even if it's a mistake.
Pride.
Even if it's a mistake. If he just
if it was a mistake, I'd be like, watch your step. You'd be like, what? And then they start some more shit.
So do you think by having that mentality right now as a young adult, do you think that came from like just the harsh treatment that you may have seen or received from the community that made you be that way, or was that just a protective mechanism that you use?
Bro, I don't like. Ask me that one more time, bro.
No,
that shit went over my head.
Yeah, I apologize, but what I'm saying is, because sometimes, because when I was a young boy, like we was the same way. A lot of times we was into a lot of stuff, and we have since changed. But I want to get your perspective as a youngin, who's been through some things, and you said like somebody bump you, it may cause you to feel some type of way, or you said your pride and make you probably start fighting them at that time. I'm just trying to get your perspective and why you feel that way, and like what may have happened to make you think in that manner, or is it something that you just was raised upon?
Bro, I was raised in a good home, so I don't know, like you feel me? You go in the crib, your mom, like if somebody hit you, hit them the fuck back and all types of shit like that.
Yeah.
But then when you get older and you was raised like that now, Now it was a problem though. Cause like, yo, like, what, like, you think you grown? Oh, Cause now it's getting to a next step. People not fighting no more. Niggas is playing with guns.
Wow.
And shit happens. So now you want to take tip like, yo, and the people you're around, like the shit you've been around since you was younger. They like, yeah, but you might be raised in a good home, but you growing up in an environment. You adapt to it. You go outside every day. When you're a kid, you go play, but you're around all this shit. Like you watching people smoke. I don't smoke. You feel what I'm saying? I always been my own person, but
it's a good job.
But like, you feel what I'm saying?
Just watching it, being around it.
Yeah. So you already you're aware and you adapt to it, and then shit just start happening. And
we learned that too. Like, you know, like we always talk about, like, you know, things that happen that you learn in your household. And your mother may not even had any ill intent. She just was like, just telling you to basically protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes now things escalate to we ain't fighting no more. We now I gotta get a gun because he got a gun or they got guns, and now I gotta protect myself in a certain way. And now when these tension situations you know, appear, now it might escalate to somebody getting killed
or seriously hurt
behind that. But it start from just mom just trying to, you know,
and a person going to jail. It's a hell of a domino effect.
Yeah. So it's like just our family member, our household, that's just stuff that's telling us to protect ourselves. Like, don't let nobody hit you, because, you know, as a parent, I'm a parent. I don't want my kid to be coming home crying talking about somebody hit him, because I might say the same thing. Don't let nobody hit you. You gotta defend yourself. You know what I mean? And that now has translated to, you know, us seeing the domino effect of the murder rate skyrocket. You know, our young youth are, you know, in the graves, and the youth is in prison, and it just, you know, something that's unfortunate. You know, I'm glad you said that, man. That was a hell of a analogy you said, man, because just something so small to grow to be something so big.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So, being a youth, being a young man, and, you know, in these environments, and coming up in these environments, what do you see that possibly might be the remedy? What can help change that narrative, whereas though you don't feel like you have to, you know, fight or defend yourself in a manner that can cause you to go back to prison?
That shit over, bro. It's nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do, bro.
As far as so you saying as far as in the city,
you can't control nobody. It's nothing you could do.
Why is it? That's your question. Why do you think the youth? Why is it so hard for the youth or young guys to sit down and have a conversation? Why is it? Nobody want to look soft with
yeah, bro. It's their pride. It's really their pride for real, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got a lot of pride too, bro. A nigga just tried to sock me before I came home, and if I socked him back, I wasn't gonna come home. It was gonna push my time back like 3 months, and I was gonna risk it. I was gonna sock the shot at him. But then I made a promise. I made a promise to my counselor. He like, yeah, bro, like, you like, don't touch him. Like, promise me. Like, give me your word. I'm like, all right, I give you my word. But they fucked him up though. I'm gonna keep it a bean. They fucked him up.
Who did? You guys or the staff?
The guys. They fucked him up. They fucked him up and shit. And then I was like, all my pride left.
So you at that moment you learned some type of discipline, because you knew the big picture is for you to get home. Yeah. So discipline came into effect, and your pride kind of went away.
Yeah, like it's like, bro, it's been, bro. He socked me on a Monday. Like he grazed my face, and that nigga had me fucked up in that joint, bro. They ripping my sweater and all that, bro. They that's how hard they was trying to not let me get to him. But then it was Friday now. I'm like, bro, it's been 5 days, bro. I'm like, this nigga still ain't get touched. I was mad as shit, bro. I'm like, say no more. But then they wound up catching him though. They fucked him up and shit. And then, like, everything just left, bro. Yeah. Everything just left. Like, I couldn't live with myself, bro.
Somebody trying.
Yeah, I couldn't live with myself, bro. I'm gonna keep it being.
Let me ask you a question. What was the reason that he tried to put his hands on you?
Bro, his excuse, I'm a op.
You an op?
Yeah, but he was telling them that. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? In my head, I'm like, bro. They like, yeah, like you beef with him, like, bro. Bro.
And y'all both inside of a cell.
They like, yo, you beef with him? I'm like, I don't know him. I'm like, I don't got no ops. I don't beef with nobody. He telling them like, yeah, bro, I beef with him. Yeah, that's what he get for dick round. Yeah, da 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 da. I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know him. So I'm like, where he from? I know everything, but I'm like, what? Mind you, I told you I be playing dumb and shit, bro, because they be having me fucked up. They think they about to try to make me a gang member or some shit, bro.
So you know why he was upset, because it's something that happened maybe on the streets or something that happened before y'all even got into the facility.
Bro, that nigga was mad over a song that I didn't make. My man Drizzy Gang Kai made a song and shit, and he asked me before, he like, what's up with that song? I'm like, what about the song? He like, yeah, bro, da da da. He like, yeah, it looked like a click up to me. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So then everything just went quiet, and he never said nothing else about that shit.
So what's a click up? What's that mean? Because I'm old head, man. So my apologies.
We don't click up with nobody. We don't click up with nobody, bro.
Oh, okay.
But a click up is like, all right, you from a hood and I'm from a hood. We from two different hoods, and then we just come together. But that's how people start getting backdoored and all this other shit. You
heard about that? What they say? He tried to door me or something like that, right? That's the term.
You start getting slimed out and all that.
Yeah. Now, this situation happened. I just want to kind of touch on. I just want to kind of try to get to a point if I can. So the situation happened. He swung on you. A couple days went past. The guys jumped this guy. Now, or whatever case happened, he got touched or whatever, and now you didn't feel the need to get him anymore because like you said, you felt like it was. The job was done.
Yeah, when they was stumping on his face, they like, yeah, this for my man Duda. So all my anger just left. I'm like, he knew what I'm capable of now.
And being in these systems, man, and I'm assuming he was a young boy that looked just like you, African American. I'm assuming it's from the same neighborhood that we from. So when we had these situations, I try to talk to youth because I try to understand. I know I can't change things, or I can't, be somebody who, can save everybody. But you up here, so I'm just trying to understand. Now that happened with him, and the situation went the way it went, and he got stomped out, and whatever the case may be. Does that end the situation, or does it keep going on after this? Is he trying to retaliate from you, or guys trying to retaliate on you, so forth and so on? Now
I don't know. I don't even care. Whatever I want to say, like yeah, we beef, but like I'm old when he on.
And this is how things happen, because a lot of times you might be on the street and he can call home and say something, then somebody can possibly see a person or individual that may have had a beef in prison or whatever case may be, and then like I said, the cycle goes on. You might have to defend yourself, or you gotta you might have to defend yourself, so forth and so on from them, and now you might end up back in prison. How does that make you feel? Just like knowing, like you gotta, like, damn, I gotta live this way, all the time. This is my life, as far as having to, deal with, so-called ops or people having problems with me over a song. Like the whole altercation started behind a song.
That should be stressing me out, bro. Watching my ass. Fresh from doing 3 years and I ain't had to watch my ass, bro. That shit is a burn out, bro. That shit be stressing me out. I'll be like, yo, what's gonna happen when I get to this corner? Yo, don't pull up behind this car like that. Don't pull up behind this car like that, in case we gotta go around that joint as quick as we can. Yo, like, what else? Like, I be bitching, bro.
You know the thing about just trying to leave?
Huh?
The thing trying to leave, like going somewhere else. Like,
I can't.
Why?
I'm on probation. So basically I'm trapped. But I know how I move. So I'm okay.
Your probation won't allow you to move. Like, say your probation might say, listen, let me move to, it ain't got it, because Philly is Philly. But you can move like it's to the outskirts, like outside of Philly.
Yeah, I could do that. I can't leave the state. That's what they said. I can't leave the state.
How much probation they give you, Neff?
I got 4 more years left. Starting 2026. I don't get up till 2030.
2030.
Yeah, I gotta do probation.
And a lot of times, man, the thing is, the youth is put in these situations where people put in right back into society and neighborhoods where all this commotion is going on, and it's hard for you. Like I'm just assuming by what you're saying, by all this problems going on, it's hard for you to go get a job in the city or be so forth and so on because you gotta watch your body.
Oh yeah, on that tip. Yeah. I thought you were saying it's hard to get a job. I was about to say no. I got family, they own businesses. I was about to say I could, but on that tip, like yeah. But they be telling me like, bro, you could get a job. Like you don't even gotta be around it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling them, I'm like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
I'm like, they thinking the same shit. We gonna end up in the same place.
Let me ask you a question, Neff. Like, say if you had we just hypothetically speaking right now.
Yeah.
Say if you had some good aunt of yours that live in Atlanta, because you know you can change probations. You can change, like you could request to put in a probation change, and you move into this address, and they'll change it if they deem the probation changeable. Like wherever you going is a steady house and all that.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
I don't know nobody in Atlanta. I can't.
I'm not saying I can't. He's using that analogy as anywhere. It could be Jersey, New York, wherever.
Yeah, would you get out of Philly and go to another location?
I don't know yet. I got, bro. I can't just go out there and I don't know how to survive down there.
No.
I'm talking about if you had a whole situation,
a whole scenario.
I mean, not just sending you out there just like with nothing.
Like you had a family out there, you had a job waiting for you, you had somewhere to stay. All this,
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
What y'all saying? I banned from Philly though. I can't come back.
No, not saying.
Oh
that.
yeah,
to save yourself.
Like,
why not?
I mean,
to save yourself because
it's all about whoever lasts longer. It's not about like.
So you're okay with having an opportunity to go somewhere else and start all the way over?
Wait, what you mean by all the way over? You just said I was situated.
No, I'm saying when I say start all the way over, I mean like your life is going away from Philadelphia streets, having to watch over your back, whatever, have to carry guns, and so you can go somewhere and work. If the opportunity presents itself, you can go. You will be willing to go to another state, work a job, go to school, or whatever case may be. Leave the crime or whatever alone, or whatever. Leave the stuff alone, and just focus on being a normal citizen.
Yeah. I've been left the crime alone since I came to the crib. I left the crime alone, bro.
But yeah,
I'm on some different shit right now. We gotta get this money.
Yeah. I hear that, and a lot of times, when we come home, cause I did it. I came home, whatever case may be, and I ended up hanging around the same people that was into the same stuff, and it led me to getting shot and all that type of stuff. So, and I see like coming home, because sometimes we think that we can just change stuff around and do whatever, but that led to me being shot and so forth and so on, and going through a lot of different trials and tribulations of being around the same people. Do you think that a change of scenery, and you got your guys here with you now, so your guys is with you now, I'm pretty sure that y'all are tight knit. If it was an opportunity for all y'all to go somewhere, y'all just go and just change and just leave Philly alone. Do you think that will be better for y'all?
Yeah, I feel like that would be better, but I don't want to just leave Philly and then.
Why?
And because I want to leave Philly in a certain way. I want to leave Philly when I'm rich as shit. I want to be rich as shit, and I get everybody out. I don't want to just leave by myself. That's ass.
Even if that leads to the possibility, of you possibly going back to prison, so forth and so on. Cause
oh no, if I'm about to get booked again, I'm out, bro. I'll let you do it. If you don't want me to do that, bro, and you want me to stay here in a good possibility, I'm gonna get booked. You're not my friend. You're not my friend, bro. But if I'm not about to get booked, then I don't want to lead them, and that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So, I'm ask you this question: Do you fear like that they might be killed out here in the streets? Is that something you think about?
Yeah, every day. I be thinking they about to run in my crib again. Every time, I wake up early as shit. I wake up at like fucking 5.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Checking windows and shit.
I check windows every day, all day. My sisters and them, they be like, bro, nobody not worrying about it. They don't know where you at. Da, 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 da. I'd be like, bro, fuck what you talking about. Yeah, bro. Is that bro? Fuck what you talking about, bro. I'm on that. I'm on everything that I gotta do to survive.
Hey, dude, let me ask you a question.
Yo,
how
bro.
long you did? What, 3 years?
I did 3 years in a month.
Do you think it taught you something? Do you think prison taught you something?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back? Like, could you go back?
Like, would I go back?
Yeah.
No, why would I go back?
I'm talking about some shit like the guys wanted to go do something. Would you think about it? Like, oh, they got
I be having my hair in there shit.
Right.
I be fixing myself though. I cleanse my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I cleanse my mind. Like I be feeling like damn. I be feeling like damn, he just dissed my man. And I cleanse my mind out and shit. I be like, all right, this how we going to handle the situation right here instead of.
I know you mentioned that you want to get rich, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
And that's a goal a lot of people have a lot of times, you know, and sometimes I ask this question: Are you okay with just, you know, being okay, like being able to provide for yourself, provide for your, you know, your family, and not being rich? Are you okay with that? Would you be satisfied? Like if you don't become rich?
It's satisfying, but no, I want to be fully satisfied because I still got to deal with this shit. If I'm not, my fault, bro.
Good.
Even if I'm not rich, bro, it's hard. Like it's hard for me to move around and make money because I gotta watch my ass all day. And if I'm rich as shit, I don't gotta do that. I don't gotta do that, and I'm not even around for real, so I can move how I really want to, and I could situate the rules in my family and whoever else I care about.
Yeah, it made a lot of great success in being rich. The reason why I say that is because you know, getting rich or being rich, it's a lot to come along with that as well. Being rich and getting rich, and it can be a process. It can be a process getting to that level. Do you have a plan of how you want to do it? Is it something that you may be thinking about, or something that you see yourself doing that can get you rich?
I was trying to do this music shit. I knew this music shit gonna work out if I work hard enough. But I was running my movie with this music shit before I got locked up. But then I was only able to drop like 2 songs and I got locked up. They did what they were supposed to do, and then I just wound up getting locked up. So now I feel like I gotta start over. I gotta make them realize again.
So now I always say this all the time, like, cause you know, I have a son. My son, 19 years old, and I was a kid myself at some point. Like even doing what we doing here, Tales from the Jails. I always try to understand that, you know, you never know what's gonna happen. So what I always try to do, I try to have something to fall back on. Like, we're gonna start these other companies over here. We're gonna have this stuff going on over here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. What happens if rap don't work for you? What's your plan?
It's gonna work, bro.
Okay.
It's gonna work. I never had another plan.
Well, my advice to you is, because you know we just never know. We never know, and I would just find something that you like to do as well, and start building that, because you know you seem like you're a smart young man.
No, man. I made a different plan when I got locked up.
What was that? If you want to reveal it,
I might have a clothing brand. I'm gonna have a clothing brand, but my man got the clothing brand, and my other friend, he want to do YouTube. So this is what I was gonna do when I came home, but it was just, I ain't, you know, when you locked up, you think everything easy. That shit not easy.
No, nothing's easy.
So I'm like, yeah, this would. My man telling me, he like, yeah, I want to do this YouTube shit. I'm like, all right. I knew people who knew people who knew people and all that. So I'm like, all right, I could get your shit jumping. We gonna make money from this shit. I'm like, yeah, that shit gonna be cool. He wanted to be locked up a month before I came home. So I'm like, all right, when you come home, we gonna have to do this shit. But that shit nutty though. Change your plans.
Let me ask you another question. Is it something that, because a lot of times like people might have something like that they're good at. Like for me, people might not know. For me, that I can draw. Right, a lot of guys probably don't really know that I can draw real. Like that's something that I do. Is it something that you can do that people might not know that you can do? Maybe, I don't know.
I know I draw too. I just gotta see it to draw though. Like it's gonna look just like the picture that you like that I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
But I just gotta see it to draw though. I can't just like picture that shit in my head and just draw. I gotta really see it, see the details and all that.
And the reason why I say that is reason why I say that, because there's something else that I'm good at too as well. But the reason why I say that is sometimes you gotta find what you're good at. You know what I'm saying? And go in that direction. Whatever it is that you're good at, it could be 3 or 4 different things. That's why I said have something to fall back. I ain't saying drawing it could be something to fall back, but whatever it is that you're good at, you list the top 3 things that you're good at and take those 3 things and try to put them things into play. Mm-hmm. Because if one don't work, you still got 2 things that you're good at that you can try to manifest and turn into something. And I always try to get that advice to my son and to myself, anybody around me, because sometimes we can just be focused on one thing and forget that we're good at multiple things. And you seem like you're very, very smart, very, very intelligent, and you have opportunity to do some great things. I just feel like you should try to get somebody focus a little bit more attention on yourself, a little bit focus on yourself, and everybody else around you gonna fall into place, because now you feel, because self-preservation should be first. You know what I'm saying? For self-preservation, save yourself, and then save your family, and then save, you can save those around you. And I believe that you're a leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From what I see, you're a leader, and being a good leader always means that you think for yourself, and also you help people around you. But only way to help people around you is by helping helping yourself and changing
you got any
people.
Kids now?
Nah. I don't got no kids. I do want a kid though. I want a son, but I feel like I might have a daughter though, because I want a son too bad.
Yeah. So, next question: do you feel like you're traumatized, like by do you feel like you've been traumatized by your surroundings? You mentioned some crazy things, and you mentioned something that a lot of people go through, and they never heal from, losing a parent.
Yeah, I've been traumatized, bro. I'm still going through that shit today. Like,
how if you mind me asking, how did your mother pass?
She was sick. She was sick, and her high blood pressure caught up with her and shit during the process. Then COVID was near, like COVID was around and shit, so she had COVID too. It was just all this nut shit.
Wow.
Then,
and you and her,
you know me, I'm making my dual eyes and shit. Shit ain't work. Shit ain't work out like how I was put, like how I wanted to do. But everything can't go my way. But I was stuck on like, for real, like no, like I was on the tape tip. Like when I was like, before I got locked up, I'm like, if it ain't my way, it's the highway. It's still like that, but like, I listen to what you got to say and stuff.
Yeah. Your mom, your Umi, she passed away. But y'all close?
Yeah. Yeah, she raised me.
So you was her. How moms is with boys. How many siblings you got?
It's 7 of us.
Wow, you the youngest?
I'm the sixth one. I'm the sixth.
Okay, so second to the youngest.
Yeah.
And is a girl behind you?
Yeah, my little sister, the youngest.
Yeah, okay.
But my brother is 2'4", 2'4" man.
Okay.
He from Blumberg too. He wound up getting shot. He got shot like 19 times. He survived though, but then he wound up like dying like years later from the injuries and shit, like from the wounds and shit.
Damn, sorry to hear that. So you had so you experienced your mother dying and your brother dying. I just want to
that's what turned me up for real. But I was young though.
Now, where was you when your mom passed?
Like, what you mean?
Where
was you?
Yeah, where you at? Were you free? Were you home?
I was home.
Okay.
I was in the house.
And she was in the hospital?
Yeah, I was in the house. I was when my mom was in the hospital, I was taking care of my brother. Like, and it was around New Year's. New Year's came, My mom, she passed away on January 6th, and my brother died a week later, January 16th.
Wow.
But listen, when my mom was sick, I'm like, yo, like, you gotta go to the hospital. She like, no, I don't wanna go. She's like, I don't wanna go. I'm like, how you? I'm like, but you hurting right now. I'm like, how you gonna see us graduate? Cause I still was going to school. Cause I was going to school even though whatever was happening was happening. Cause I knew like once I get my diploma, I can't do nothing. If shit hit the fan, bro, I got my diploma. I got my diploma and I could get a job. I could do shit. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? I never got locked up before or nothing. So I was cool. And I was telling my mom, like, yeah, like you gotta see us graduate and shit. So she stopped talking and she started thinking. But then she still was on the take till she like, all right. She was thinking about it, but like she really didn't want to go. But then we just had to force her. So she wanted to go into the hospital and shit. Then I was the only one in the house with my brother. So I'm like, all right. They like, yeah, help him and shit. So I'm helping him. One of my best friends, he like, yeah, bro, come outside. He like, yeah, bro, we turn for New Year's. I'm like, I can't, bro. I'm like, I ain't coming outside. I'm like, yeah, like, taking care of my brother right now. He like, all right. He like, all right, but I respect it and shit. Then she passed. I was like, damn.
How you found out she passed?
My sister came in the joint. She like, yeah, like, she ain't gonna make it. She passed.
And how did you feel?
I just broke down. I broke down because I was already hooked. I'm like, bro, I told you I was making Duda back to back. Making Duda. But then, like, it had, like, I was used to shit like that, but it hurt this shit. That shit hurt it, bro. Yeah. I was already used to, like, yeah, bro, like, bro ain't make it. And then I get stuck. Like, I don't know what to say. I get stuck. And I just be like,
wow.
I get stuck and I don't know what to say. And then a couple tears drop or tears won't drop. But I'd be hurt. Like, my heart, like, it will be, like, it feel like it dropped. And I'd be so hurt.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that because I heard, my wife, she lost her mom and, she's still in recovery. Her mom passed away years ago. And I always hear people say that you'll never experience that type of pain, like losing a parent, losing your mother, or losing a child.
Man, losing a child, that's crazy.
Yes, but losing your mom because like you said, your mom had 7 children and y'all was like together. Y'all was all together, and then experiencing that and that's difficult. Now your brother, I'm gonna go back. So if you can, like, if you can describe some good things about your mom, what's the most warm thing that you can think about your mom that you want to share with the audience?
She was a good mom. Like, she was a mom who cared. And that shit used to make me mad because she's a mom who cared. You know how that is when you the child, like,
she cussing you out all the time.
Yeah, bro, like, yeah. Oh, maybe I shouldn't care no more. And I'm in my head like, maybe you shouldn't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, maybe you shouldn't, bro. Because, like, she'll watch me get in the shower, get dressed and all. Like, yeah, I'm going to go outside. Oh, where you going? Oh, yeah, I'm going to go outside. No, you ain't no outside today. What you mean? I'm like, oh, nah, I got older, so I start asking her questions. Like, yeah, what am I on punishment for? You not on punishment.
Yeah.
So why I can't go outside? Because I said so. Like, all right. So when she go upstairs, I sneak out. And I just come back. It's either she gonna whoop my ass or she gonna talk to me. It was either one or the other. But I'm like, I got what I wanted.
Yeah. Wow. She cared about you.
She was a mom who cared, and she was Muslim. So
alhamdulillah.
During like Ramadan, she'd make like platters and all that. Oh shit, my fault, bro.
That's cool.
Yeah. She'd make platters and all that for like people. She'd feed the homeless and all that.
Wow. Man, may Allah accept that deeds out of whom I mean. So you said your mom passed and your brother, I'm assuming you said he got shot 19 times?
Yeah. That shit was nutty.
Was he paralyzed?
Yeah, he was paralyzed. That's why I had to take care of him. He was paralyzed.
Wow. And what happened? Where did he get shot? Where was he at when he got shot? What happened leads to him being shot?
I don't know.
Wow. And where was you at when you heard about him getting shot 19 times?
I stayed in there with my man crib, and his mom was like, "Yo, what happened to your brother?" I told her, I'm like, what you mean by that? I'm like, if anything happened to my brother, listen. And I went home. I went home. Everybody was just in the living room. They like, yeah, like, yo, me got shot. I kicked it to them. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I can't tell you what I'm on. So I kicked it to them. I'm like, what that mean? They like, what? Oh, you a nut. But I went upstairs and cried. I went upstairs and cried though. They don't know none of this. I went upstairs and I cried, bro. And that's when I came downstairs. I started going outside. I'm asking questions. My man Yali, Caliber, that's my cousin. I asked him, I'm like, yo, like, who did that shit? Feel me? I asked him, I'm like, yo, who did that shit? He like, what? No, don't worry about that shit. We got it. That's what everybody was telling me. Don't worry about that shit. We got it. He went home and told my mom. He told my mom and shit. He told my brothers and them. And I'm like, so I go back in the crib. I didn't even expect that shit. I went in the crib. They just started drawing on me. Oh, what do you think? They like, you think that's gonna bring him back? But I'm on the type tip like, bro, this you raised me. You raised all of us to be together. If anybody do something to one of us, then we gonna all come back and beat you up. So now when I'm trying to be on that, it's not gonna bring him back and all this other shit. Even though it's not, that's my brother.
Yeah.
I feel as though that just start making me think like, yo, like, hold on, bro, that shit start dropping tears. That's it, bro. Look, I started thinking like, yo, if that was me, it wasn't gonna do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you wasn't gonna do nothing. So now I feel like I really gotta do something. I'm like, all right. So now that's just how I felt, bro. That's how I felt. I'm like, yo, I gotta do something behind this. And that's when for me, bro, they was on my ass, but I had to keep shit quiet.
How was your relationship with your brother? I'm assuming he was older than you. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
How old was he when he passed?
He was like 25.
And how was y'all relationship? He was a lot older than you, so he was
yeah. He was like
big brother.
Yeah, he was my big brother. He passed when he was like 25.
Okay.
But he got shot when he was like in his early 20s.
Wow.
He was in his early 20s when he passed. I mean, when he got shot.
How was y'all relationship?
He was good. He used to be drawing on me. He said, "You don't fuck no bitches like that." One day he just paid me a big ass bag of condoms. Or rap. And he used to be trying to beat me up and shit. He used to be trying to play fight with me all day. I used to be like, bro, you drawing? This shit was sharp. I couldn't beat him. I'm like, oh man.
It's your big brother.
Oh yeah. My mom used to kick him out. He used to call me. He used to call me like 12 o'clock. Yo, come on, lock the back door. I'm about to come in. I used to be like, all right. My mom used to snap him. Why you keep letting him in my house? Yeah, it was just brother and brother.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I got a little brother too, man. So you go through these traumatic situations, man, and you're still here today. You have a story that's it's a traumatizing story. It's a story that a lot of people will never probably understand in certain parts of of America, or let alone the world, will never be able to understand that type of a situation, and how those situations can make you or make or break you. That can cause you to lose your mind, cause you to end up in prison.
I was surprised, bro. I feel like I was supposed to lose my mind. Like all the shit that happened, I feel like I was supposed to lose my mind, but I'm like, I told you, bro, I take time off to think shit. I stayed in the crib, bro. I didn't come outside for like 2 months. Like after that shit happened, I ain't come outside for like 2 months. Like my sisters and them, like, oh, who you want to live with? But they was, I wouldn't want to speak on the business, but they used to, like, they was arguing and shit with each other and shit over some dumb ass shit. So I'm like, they try to get me, like, yeah, like, who you, like, then like, I felt as though like it was whose side you picking, but I'm like, bro, get the fuck out my face. What is you talking about? They was like, yo, who you want to live with? Like, who you want to live with? And my pop called me. Yeah, if you live with them, they gonna have to take care of you. And I'm just, you feel me? I'm letting it go out one ear and out the other. I ain't living with none of y'all right now. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
That's normally how death goes, man. A lot of times, man. You know, when somebody die or somebody pass away, it's just sad that that as soon as the person is in the ground at the gravesite, a lot of times the arguments stop. I'm sorry, the arguments start. The people start thinking about what type of money you have, which property you left behind, and that's why I always tell people all the time. People look at me like I'm crazy when I say like money ain't everything, because you can't take it with you. You just accumulate money for somebody else to fight over when you die a lot of times, man. So I always thought the most important things would be just to cherish yourself, focus on your religion as much as you can, man, and just live life, man, because man, that money and stuff, man, you can't take that stuff with you. No way. They're gonna be arguing and fighting about what they can get, and this happens at an alarming rate.
At a very alarming rate.
So now, you home now. You free after banning the county. As you know, the county is rough. Banning these county prisons, and what did you learn? What did you learn by banning in the county? What did you learn? Is it something that you like? I'm not coming. What did you learn that make you feel like you don't want to go back there?
For real, it was just a time, bro. I'm trying to get my freedom back. I'm like, bro, I feel as though that I took too much time off and I got dreams to chase. I feel like my dreams is gonna help me take care of my family during that process.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt nutty on that part. For real, and I couldn't see nobody. And my man, like two of my homies died while I was in jail.
Mm.
My man Jimbo BM and my man Blumberg G's.
But they was killed.
Yeah, but it was some nut shit. It wasn't like nothing like how you probably thinking. It was just some nut shit.
Mm. I'm gonna ask you a question if you can. How many friends will if you could just give me a rough estimate, how many young guys, family, friends, people just in your neighborhood that you think may have been lost to gun violence, whether it's through the prison systems or being murdered, just in your life that you may know personally.
And how many people passed away?
Yeah, whether from gun violence, whether it was you can put all the numbers together, whether it's gun violence or going to prison. It's just out of just people that you know.
I don't think I want to do that, bro.
No, you got to say no name. I'm saying a number.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do that, bro.
It's a lot.
Probably, if I count.
Mm.
It's probably like I want to say like a lot of people got locked up. I want to say like the death part.
Okay.
Like the death part. It's not that bad. It's not, but I ain't gonna lie, death bad. I'm not saying death not bad, but I'm saying like if I can't, it wouldn't be that bad. But they get locked up part. A lot of people get locked up.
Okay. And a lot of times people get life in prison or get football numbers.
Yeah.
But they can't come home.
That shit was nutty.
And I'm assuming that you by you knowing that you understand, like, man, like it's time for me to make a change.
Yeah, my man just called me earlier. He upstate. He free Ron. He called me. He called me for me if he needs some money. He asked me for some money and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I already know how he feel. He about to come home though, like in a couple months. But that shit just be nutty though, cause I know how you feel. I know how you feel, bro. And he got a plan too. So he not just in there just sitting around. He got a plan for when you come home. And he really on that. He really on that about his plan.
Oh man, I don't never like to glorify street mentality, because we all come from that. We all from some sort of way. But you can learn a valuable lesson from the streets, and not necessarily things happening to you, but things happening to the people around you.
Yeah.
You can learn about a lot. You can learn, how to avoid this and avoid that, and deal with this and deal with that. How to cope with this and cope with that. What would be your message to the youth right now, if you could say something to them to keep them away from going to prison?
Stay out the way. Don't come outside unless you got something. Bro, staying in a house, there's nothing wrong with staying in a house, bro. Shit, I do it. I stay in the house till, bro. Niggas be like, just pop out, like, yo, come outside. If it, I be like, all right, what we about to do? If niggas don't tell me what we about to do, I'm staying in the house. It keep me out of trouble. I just came home. I can't move like that. I can't move around like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how all this shit even work yet. I wasn't even home long enough. I've been home for like a week and some change.
Oh, you only been home for a week and some change?
Yeah,
now?
bro. I came home October 20th.
Oh wow. So you fresh out.
Yeah.
You said you don't know how what work. Like they just
I don't even know how none of this shit work. Like I don't know how. I don't know what be going on around right here right no more. I don't know what be going on around no areas no more. So I gotta sit down and watch before I just do.
Wow. Dang, that's crazy. But I'm glad you're home though. I'm glad you're out. So now you have opportunity to make a change. You have opportunity to change the narrative or be somebody that can lead by example for people that's around you that's probably looking up to you. Yeah. I'm pretty sure people was waiting for you to come home. Yeah. So now that you're home, you gotta take what I mean, take the opportunity that's in front of you to do this is just my advice, to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think everybody know I'm home. People still be texting me to this day like, yeah, bro, you home now? I'll be like, yeah, bro, I've been home for like a week there.
Yeah, a week is still fresh and early though. That's still like, you know what I'm saying? That's like being home for just a couple of days. But you home now, and now, like I said, my advice to you would just be like, just take this opportunity, man, to enjoy your freedom, man. Enjoy your, like, you young. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20, man. You're 20, man. You have opportunity, man. You can be whatever you want to be. Now, when you was locked up, did you get your diploma while you was in there?
Yeah, I got my diploma. All right, so I feel like they was finessing me though.
Well, you got a high school diploma. You got that, so you got something where that can help you get a job. But like I always say, man, another thing is you got stuff to build on. You got a diploma, you can get a job, and you can build on that. Because I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be easy, bro, to get back into that mix of that wrong stuff, man. It's gonna be, as you are, and you probably know better than me, it's gonna be easy, man. And sometimes people, places, and things, trouble gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna find you if you hanging in the same places, same areas.
Yeah, I don't be on that.
Yeah, man. So take this opportunity. It's just my advice to you. Take the opportunity to, be great, man. Don't be afraid to be great. Don't be afraid to, leave the negativity around, because, great things be around the corner, man. I'm telling you, man. Like me and him, this guy out here, we moving around real crazy when we was young. When I was your age, man, I was on some nonsense too, but now I understand that if you do things for the sake of Allah, and change, you'll be surprised about the bounties that can that can not only hit your pockets, but that you can, the effect that you can have on people around you. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna keep it a being, bro. I could be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, 1,000%, bro.
No, bro, you can't get mad at me, bro.
I'm not.
I still feel like a nut, but chill, bro. Don't get mad at me, bro. Just talk to me, bro.
Yeah,
all right?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Cause I'm gonna hear you out.
Okay.
Cause I need somebody to talk to about this.
All right, cool. That's cool.
Well, I was locked up, bro. I lost faith.
I
lost faith. But somebody told me, like, they said, and they said that the E-man told them losing faith. He basically said that was normal. He said everybody go through that. He said you don't really know nothing.
Yeah.
He said, but I lost. I didn't lose faith just to lose faith. I was praying. I was praying 5 times a day, all types of stuff. And I just feel like nut shit kept happening.
Yeah.
And then I just started thinking like, yo, is you here for me? And then I started thinking like, yo, is you even real? I started thinking like all this shit like, yo, if you is real and you gonna take my life one day. I'm like, if somebody else take my life, it will be up. And then I'm like, yo, you about to take my life one day. I started thinking about all this unnecessary shit. But I was just like, damn. I'm like, damn. And then I the other side of my heart was like, yo, I'm a nut. But the other side, like, yo, you not no nut. It's facts.
So I'm gonna talk to you. So
And I started thinking, like, hold on, my fault. I started thinking like, yo, nobody never even seen him. Is he really real? I'm like, who we like? Not saying like, not. I don't even want to talk about it. Go ahead, bro.
I know exactly what you're saying, Def. I've been through that plenty of times, and being in hardship. I have that reoccurring image in your head all the time, man. Every time you look up, it's something coming your way, and you like, dang.
Yeah, bro.
So I know exactly what you mean, but at the end of that road, man, sometimes God put certain people through these type of situations, because I know all too real what you just said, man. And you might say this to the wrong, older person. I ain't even gonna say the wrong older person, just a person that haven't been through the walks of life that we've been through, so they can't possibly see how we can make a statement like that. Man, that statement is so profound and so real to me, man. It want to make me shed a tear, because I done felt that years on end. As I just told you, I sat in there for 21 years, man, and other times prior to that. And I got a lot of stuff going on outside of jail.
Yeah, bro, you did 21 years, bro.
Yeah. But I did that, and hopefully me doing that, it can deter some people, such as yourself and other people, friends and all that not going. But to go back to your statement, man, Allah, man, puts us through situations, man, to build us into people that we are going to be. Everybody, the fact in life, man, everybody not born with a silver spoon in their mouth, man. And some people make it out, some people don't. Yeah. And that feeling that you have, man, I done had plenty of times, man. And look at me right now. If it ain't no God, look at me right now. I'm up here, I ain't committing crime. I'm trying to stay out of jail. I have days where I be like, damn, man, things be a little tight and little, but I got something to look forward to and something to live for, and I got a son. You still got a lot of living left to do. Like, you ain't even begin your journey. You're just, you're still a baby for real. You ain't even live yet, and I know you probably like, man, well, I done been through all this already. And sometimes you be like, man, what can anybody tell me? I get it, man, but I just have to tell you, man, it's a whole lot more. The book ain't done yet.
Yeah.
It ain't nowhere near done yet.
Ain't over till it's over.
Exactly.
I always tell people that ain't over till it's over.
But until it's over, you're going to need certain essentials to arm yourself. And I ain't talking about just money, a house, a bad bitch. No, you need something other. You need that belief in the unseen, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, man. And we as Muslim, it got me there. I done sat in cells, man, and said, it can't be no God, and cried, man. And cried. So I know exactly where you coming from. A lot of people would look down on you right now. Not even look down, but probably be like, well, damn, young boy on some other shit. I know exactly what you mean, and it take a person that walk through what we walk through to see what we see, to see why we would even think something like this.
Yeah, I'm like, dang.
Sometimes, you gotta look at the situation like this, and we understand that, as Muslims, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not gonna put more on you than you can handle. Like, sometimes we look at our situations like it's bad. It's like real bad. But then you may look at somebody who may be in a worse situation that's being tested with something way worse than what we're going through.
When people say that, bro, I be like when people be when I was locked up, bro, I was like, yo, I'm trying to go home. I used to say it so much. I was in there for a little minute. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to go home. Trying to go to the crib, bro. This shit ass. I'm trying to go home.
Yeah.
I was tired of that shit. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to go the fuck home. And people was like, bro, there's people that's doing the dub. In my head, I'm like, bro, what that got to do with me wanting to go home? I'm like, bro, I'm not doing the dub. I want to go home. Exactly. Just because he's doing a dub don't mean I don't want to go home.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to not want to go home no more because he's doing the dub, is what you telling me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, I'm just saying that, whatever your test is, just accept it and embrace it, because
no, I ain't saying I accept it. That shit I was just like
the feeling. I understand what you're saying for sure. I understand that the feeling. You like, damn, like, what I mean, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I just want to go home. I understand, but I'm just saying to you, what I'm saying to you is, just embrace your test, embrace it, because we all been tested, and it's just like now it might be something that's down the road waiting for you that you may not even, you know what I mean, may not even know. Because sometimes we detour too quick.
Yeah.
We might be going through tests, you know, might be losing this, going through that, and you just holding on to the rope of Allah, and then you might be right there to get what you got to get, and then a detour comes. Somebody might come like, yo, I got these, yo, it's a robbery, sweet lick over here. We can make 100, whatever you can make, and then it's something that's just right there, waiting for you, and we detour too quick. So just, man, all my advice to you, man, is just to keep holding on, man, and just keep pushing, because you just never know what's waiting for you. It's always good when you're doing good, and it's always bad when you're doing bad. You feel me? If you're doing good all the time, good gonna come to you. If you're doing bad,
man, that's not true, bro.
No, I'm telling you, man.
I was a thorough nigga, bro. That shit used to be kicking my ass.
I'm telling you, man. If you do, I never seen, like, you know, of course you can go through stuff in your life where you may lose people, you may lose things, you may lose money, but if you continuously doing good, just, you know what I mean, just having a steady job, it's just gonna be good. It's gonna always be good coming from that. You know what I'm saying? But when you're doing bad, you know what I'm saying, you might cut a corner here, I might go sell. You might run into a situation like, you know, you might be in a situation you ain't supposed to be in and get hit. That's what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing bad, but I thought I was doing bad, but protecting myself in a way, and I didn't. And I thought that, you know, me having money or having things going on that I couldn't get touched. And the way I got touched was in a situation that I didn't even expect. You know what I'm saying? And I had nothing to do with it. And I just been in the wrong place, wrong time. But doing good, man. Yeah, everybody I go through stuff all the time, but, you know, it's a lot of good when you're doing good, bro. You're gonna find yourself around good people. You're gonna find people around that want to help you. You just gotta just hold on and just keep going down that path of doing good, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm just speaking from an example from what I seen. I seen people around me do good, and it'd be a struggle. Just take your test. Like this guy texted me last night. If you okay, I can elaborate. Texting me, I'm like, yo, take your beating, bro. Take your beating. I took mine, and you know,
it's nutty though.
It hurt. Man, it hurt, bro.
That's the part I be talking about.
It's
like
it
when
hurt,
you
5 years old with a kid, and it's nutty.
It hurt, man.
I had lost faith because it's like,
take your beating.
It's like, bro, all right, I'm doing good. I'm doing what you want me to do, and you gonna put me to the test. And you gonna test my patience.
Everybody.
That's crazy.
Everybody, yeah, man. Everybody will get tested, bro.
I'm trying to put myself on the right path.
Whoever says
to become closer and closer to you, and you gonna put something right there to block me from doing that? That's crazy.
To test you. It's a test. Testing your faith to see, like, all right, what you gonna do when I put this in?
What more could you possibly want from me? I'm on the path. This is what you wanted.
Yeah, it's the path. Listen, the path agenda is filled with roadblocks. It's filled with adversities.
It's filled with crazy to me.
Because think about it, the road of we doing the wrong thing. It was like you having a good time. Everything.
It's so opposite.
So that's what I'm saying. So you having a good time because it's easy to do the wrong. That we having a good time, and then boom, something come hit you. Like my man said, we having a good time. We out here living crazy. The feds come. 21 years. We never expected that to happen.
No. Well, I was out there getting a whole lot of money now.
We ain't expect that to happen. I ain't expected that. It just happened.
And I got sentenced to 35 years. The Trump just passed a law that let us come home. I wasn't supposed to come home in 2029.
See?
I mean, I was facing 45 if I would have took that shit to trial.
See? And what happened? A law set you down for a minute to help you get your mind right. Because like you said, you can admit you probably was doing a lot of things wrong.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It don't even take what I did to get your mind right, bro. It don't take that long. Well, if you're a dummy, it might. But if you already got a good head on your shoulders, bro, you already know what you was doing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that long, bro. First of all, it's gonna take till you.
Some people do, Neff.
That's why I said some people.
Yeah.
But people that got good head on their shoulders, they not retarded, bro. It's really people that's retarded out here, bro. But like, it's people that's not retarded, bro. And they could come home, you feel me, and do the right thing, but they just don't be letting them get that chance. They just be trying to sit people down because who they are and stuff. That should be nutty.
That's another thing too. Like, I sit back and I think about stuff like whenever because everybody have bad days, go through stuff. I sit back and be like, damn, like I sit back and think about like, I mean, what's going on like over in Gaza or whatever, or people that's in, you know, situations where as though they being tested, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I be like, you know what? I can stand, I can walk out this door. I got an opportunity, you know, and to change not only my life, but people around me lives. And every day I just be motivated by that. So it's like, you know, just embrace whatever come your way, man. Take it, man. You know, you might come outside, your car don't start. Some people ain't got a car. That you know what I mean?
I'd be mad as shit.
You know what I'm saying? You might come outside.
That dude said,
or your car stolen.
Like, fuck heaven. Like,
or your car stolen. You might come outside, your car stolen. Some people don't even have a car that can be stolen. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? You know, so you gotta just embrace it. Your life is your life, and just try to be the best you can be, man. And like, you know, I said, you got people around you that probably need you, but nobody needs you more than you need yourself, man. You know, so focus on you, bro, and lead by example. And everybody around you gonna fall right in line too, because you a leader in yourself, you know. And being a leader means to think for yourself, you know. That's what that means. Now, you know, I know we probably pressed for time, but how you feel about answering questions? I might want to ask you some questions on the live. How you feel about that?
What type of questions?
I don't know. I mean, you can pick and choose the ones you want to answer. You know, so anybody listening, y'all can start, you know, sending your questions through. But we're gonna take a few questions there. But what I want to say to you while we waiting for people to ask the questions, you know, where do you see yourself in in 5 years? Where do you see yourself? What do you see, or what do you want to accomplish over the next 5 years? You know.
All right, that's a better question.
Yeah.
I'm trying at least be in a certain situation, a certain predicament where I could at least get my folks out the hood.
Mm-hmm.
At least, I ain't saying everybody, but at least my folks for the time being.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's 5 years. No, everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like 2.5, my folks. The other 2.5, everybody.
Can you do me a favor?
What do you want?
For one, I definitely want to keep in touch with you for sure. For two, you know, either you can do it on your own if you need me to help you. I'm lending a hand out to you. Let's put together a plan. Let me help you put together a plan. You tell me what you want to do, and we can start the foundation, because you can never build without a foundation. And sometimes the foundation can be a LLC, a EIN, articles of corporation, whatever it can be. It can be something that you can, you know, put down, set as a foundation, and then you can start building on that foundation. You know, whatever it is, it can be a clothing line, it can be, you know, a car dealership. It don't matter. Whatever that you want to do, you know, let me be a part of what you got going on, man. Let me help guide you the best that I can. And this goes to anybody out there, you know, anything I can do to help. I'm not saying that I'm rich and, you know, I got all these things going on, you know, whereas though I have a bunch of money, but even if I can give you some advice, talk to you, point you in the right direction, you know. So I want, you know, if it's okay with you, I definitely want to keep in contact with you as much as possible, help you put infrastructure in place, help build what you're trying to do, because, you know, sometimes we can lose track because we haven't started the groundwork to get to that point. And, you know, start somewhere and get everything in place, and then start building out from there. And then you can kind of see a vision. I always tell him all the time, when you're on that road, sometimes you can just start seeing that curve come, where those start getting to that point where you can see some money or some comfortability start coming. Things are opening up for you. So, but you got to have a structure, a foundation to build on in order to get to that point. Otherwise, it could be like, you know, like you just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So I'm lending my hand out to you today, for sure, and to try to help you out and point you in the right direction. Yeah, we're taking questions, man. If anybody got any questions, man. So you answer my question, man. You know, can I be a part of your journey, man? Can I help you out, man? You know, can I, you know, whatever it is. I ain't trying to invade your space, but at least I want you to have my number. And if you got any questions about anything, whatever it is, any advice or what or business or whatever case may be, you got my number. You can hit me up, text me, whatever, call me, whatever case may be, and I'm gonna be available to answer your questions and point you in the right direction. You know, and I want you. Another thing I want from you to, if it's okay, if I could be honest with you, like a big brother, like I'm honest with you, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I feel like you're doing some nut stuff, it's okay for me to tell you. Like, that's,
why not?
Shit. And I want you to do the same thing for me. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel like you're doing something you're supposed to be doing, I'm like, yo, no, chill. You know? And we got to have a relationship where as though we can talk to one another. You can tell me what's going on. I can tell you what's going on. And I can help you get to where you're trying to get to, because my goal is to help at least one person. You know what I'm saying? At least one.
No, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
you just like my cousin.
I'm gonna grind you up though. I'm gonna tell you. I'm telling you now. If I catch, I'm the type of person that's gonna grind you up, but not disrespectfully. But I'm gonna talk to you like, yo, you my bro. So if I see you out of pocket, I'm like, yo, no, you tripping. You should be doing this and doing that. So you know what I mean, that's what it is. Inshallah. Appreciate that. So we taking questions, y'all. Anybody got any questions? And you already with Dot too, so shout out to Dot. You know, everybody, Dot like the mayor. We call him Dot. What's the Ray Donovan? You know everybody.
Ew, they cook you.
Yeah. Somebody said
Well, I feel like somebody gonna say some nut shit though.
Nah, we ain't gonna read. We ain't gonna read nothing negative. So it says, type of programs you have been in. Have you ever had conflict resolution?
I was in anger management.
Okay.
Money management.
Mm-hmm.
Like forward thinking, like think before you do type shit.
Okay.
Like think about the future, but like y'all get where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
For me, and
did it help you?
that's probably about it.
Did you think it helped you?
No.
Well, when you was in there, was you lollygagging? You was like, was you paying attention, or you just was in there?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
See,
but it was because it was about who was teaching me.
Oh, you didn't respect the person that was in teaching you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they wasn't even in the predicament that they was trying to teach me. So fuck am I following your like what you not even what
you can't even relate.
Yeah.
You never even been to a city block. You never even walked through a city block.
It's not even that.
What was
saying? They trying to teach me how to do money management. They pop. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, all right, for me, I'm about to just sit through this joint, get this joint out the way. Yeah. Anger management.
You see that a lot. You know, you see that like you ever notice that people always try to like sell. I see people that's trying to sell a book about real estate, but they probably make more money off the book than they made off real estate by just selling a dream to people. Like, you can do real estate, but they never even sold one house. You know,
you feel what I'm saying?
My guy put me on that before. Like, they be just selling these books. They haven't even sold a house before. They just, Somebody said, have you ever gave someone a master lock tattoo?
No.
Like a lock in the sock?
I ain't know what the fuck you was talking about. I'm like, well, I don't do tattoos. Oh no, I ain't do that. I use bare hands.
Okay. So they use lock in the sock in juvenile facilities and all that. They don't give y'all locks in there, do they?
They just put the soap in that John.
Those joints vicious, huh?
It's equivalent.
I ain't never. I just use it for breeze.
All of it hit the
easy for breeze to hang into your cell.
Yeah, like we smack the bar of soap while I was in the sock into the bar of soap get dusty, and then you just shake the sock and it should smell good.
Oh, okay. You never use that that soap in the sock on nobody's head, nothing like that. Not on duty. Pause.
No, I ain't do all that.
Let's see what else we got.
Why did you ask me that, bro? That was crazy. Because
he always talk about it up here. He always talk about the lock in the sock. Let's see. Yeah, we ain't really get no questions there, man. But some people said they can relate to you, like losing their brothers or or losing their siblings. A lot of times, people have experienced these situations where they have lost loved ones. They have lost different individuals in their life, and people are saying like, I can relate. I can relate to that. Before we get out of here, any message you want to give to the people?
What type of messages?
Any message, like anything you want to say to the people, like anything you want to say.
Do whatever makes you happy. Life, you never know. You never know when you gonna go. Cherish your family.
So anything you want to say, Young, before we go, Young?
Stay free.
I want to say also,
stay free. Yo, that's funny as shit.
I want to say make sure that y'all tune into our show tonight. Tales from the Jails. We got Naima on there, Young. Naima, it's a female interview at 6 p.m. Tales from the Jails. It's going to be a premiere interview.
You're going to love it. Hear it from a woman's standpoint.
Yeah, she did a lot of time. She had a lot of losses while banding there and so forth and so on. And another thing I want to say too is TNS Media Group. TNS Media Group is now offered the opportunity for, it's a reality show for individuals, anybody who's looking to, get into being, a part of a reality show. Let me get the details for you really fast here in 1 second. Okay. Find the details really quick for that. All right, so it says there's a casting call through TNS Media Group for the Ultimate Hustler. This is, if anyone has a drive to be a hustler and grind and make it to the top, this is a six week reality competition show. It's your chance to prove it. I mean, if you prove that you're an ultimate hustler, it's a reality show. Everybody want to be on TV. Everybody want to be seen around the world. This is your opportunity to reach out to TNS Media Group, and you can be a part of this reality show where you have the opportunity to not only make money but also be seen on a big screen. So if you want to be involved in this reality show, contact this number here, 267-329-3113. That's 267-329-3113. All right. And also, like I said, make sure y'all follow us on all platforms. We on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can listen to us while you're driving. You always have to tune in on YouTube Live. If you missed a show, you can listen to us there. Anything else you want to add before we go?
No, that's it.
All right. It's